warm welcome to Dr. JOBETH Thomas. And this is a proud privilege that she has given us the opportunity to interact with her. And she scored 176 marks in the recently conducted FMG exam, December 2021. She is from Bicol Christian College of Medicine, Philippines. Uh, we thank you so much, Dr. JOBETH, for such a wonderful performance in this exam. The entire MIST team congratulate you, your parents for this success with you.
Thank you, sir. It's all because of MIST actually.
We just want to know, we just want to have an informal interaction that how did you crack this exam?
So it was just like everyday revisions, lectures, completing the lectures on time, revisions, and the tests and everything. Just following MIST blindly, basically.
No, who told you to follow MIST and that to follow MIST blindly?
My friends, my seniors who have passed,
Okay.
so they cleared it from because of MIST. So they told me that you should follow MIST.
Why they suggested you that you should join MIST? Why not anything?
Because the planning that MIST has, okay, these subjects to do, and by this time you have to finish so that the students have time for revision for themselves. That was the main thing. So because the last time which I got after the finishing of all the lectures was the main time for me, where I covered most of the things through rapid revisions and 25 questions which MIST had released. That was the main thing for me.
Wow. And now I have few questions that when we were having the class lectures in the beginning of the session, they were approximately 10 hours of teaching. And
Yes.
then how did you manage your time during that period?
So it was very difficult to sit because I'm not a person who'll sit for that long, but I tried it because I wanted to just crack this exam. So I just sat with the hope that I will crack. So that was the driving force for me. And then the teachers, like, they used to give this motivation while they used to teach us. So that was the thing which kept me on track. The motivation that Miss Faculty was giving.
So I think a message for all of us, what Dr. Jobeth has given us, that when we are teaching, it is not only the teaching of the academic related things, but especially when we talk about the online live classes, this continuous motivation is something which we should keep in mind.
Yes.
I think this is a good message for us. And now suppose you are having, say, 8 hours time
Yeah.
for your self study or maybe for other things. So what you used to do in that time?
I used to like I'm not a person who will do one subject the whole day. So I used to mix match.
Wow.
So take the subject which is the biggest subject and then two, three minor subjects with it. And then that was the one which used to keep me on track. Because if I'm just doing one subject, it will become very monotonous and boring and I can't take it. So I used to mix match the subjects. And then that in that way I used to complete it faster also at the same time keep the interest alive.
Great. So this is another art for, see, there are different type of students. Now there are certain students who would like to just continue with one particular subject. They would like to finish that subject first and then they want to move on to another subject. But what Dr. Jobeth has done is just to avoid that monotony, just to avoid that exhaustion or boring from one particular subject, he used to mix like one major subject and then one, two, or three maybe minor subjects here and there. So that will keep you pumped up and will minimize the wastage of time. That's a very good
Yes.
mantra, Dr. Joseph. I think a lot of students would like that.
Yes.
And how much hours were you sleeping during that period?
4 hours. 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Especially, I reduced my time at the end. In
Okay.
beginning, I was sleeping for 6 to 7 hours.
Beginning 6 to 7
Yeah,
hours.
but then as the exam was closer, like 1 month before the exam, I reduced it so that I would be more productive.
And how did those topic-wise tests help you every week Tuesday tests?
So that is like it's your own test. So like how much you have studied, if you have you understood the concept because the paper this time was very conceptual.
Yeah.
So if someone is thinking I'll just by heart it and do it, it's not possible. Like some subjects you can do it, but like surgery, medicine, you can't by heart it. You have to understand the concept. Like that's how the question will come in the exam.
True.
So the concepts are tested during the tests.
Wonderfully and rightfully said, because this is a message which all the students who are going to prepare for this exam or maybe the next exam, they should make a note that nowadays the focus is more on the conceptual understanding. Even if we talk about the basic subjects also now, then also the applied part, the clinical part is something which is more what they are trying to ask.
Yes.
Right. So this is good thing. And once the classes got over, once the topic-wise tests got over, and then you were plunged into those subject-wise tests and then the revision things, how what did you do in that 1.5 month period?
So that was very overwhelming for me. 19 subjects and remembering all, it's not possible. But those rapid revisions, that was the one which like put me back on track because I had lost track because of so many subjects. And the 25 questions that MIST had uploaded of all the subjects, like they were not just questions, they were like, they were trying to cover most of the important topics via the questions.
True.
So that was very helpful. So that is the main thing.
So thank you very much, Dr. Jobrit, and I really thank all the faculties of MIST also that they got the concept of those 25 questions nicely. That what we tried to deliver was that what are the important topics, what are the important areas from where the questions can be asked.
Yes.
So probably as you mentioned that if that has helped the students, we are really thankful to all the faculties of MIST. Acha, then uh, one question. What did you do on the exam day or the night before the exam?
So I studied till 10. Then I closed my books. I was like, okay, now I have done what I have to do and just the rest leave it on my hard work and God. That's it. And I just try to be as calm as possible because missed faculty, they were telling us that during the exam you will feel very stressed. So how you behave during the exam also will make a difference. So
True.
just be calm because there were many questions like which will be difficult and you might not be able to solve it, or you might have, you may be confused between two options, and that's what was happening with me. So I was like, no, just be calm. It's, you still have a chance. You still have a chance, and that hope gave me the courage to complete it and be okay with it.
Perfect. So on the exam day, your calmness, your composure, your patience, these are going to be really your strengths. And I would also like to know that uh, did you commit any silly mistakes?
Yes, I have committed, and I'm aware also because of the recall questions and all. I'm aware where I went wrong.
Listen to her carefully. This is something which is a human nature. And despite committing those silly mistakes, she has scored 176. Right? So that means this is the honest answer. We all actually tend to commit those silly mistakes.
Yes.
Uh, Absolutely correct. And did you change the answers often?
No, I finished the paper and I got time to check my answers because I know that sometimes when we are solving the questions, we have a fixed answer in our mind because of those tests and everything. So I thought maybe my mind has tricked me somewhere, so I need to check my answers. So one or two questions I was okay, I need to change the answer. This is not the answer. So I changed those.
Okay, just one or two.
Yeah.
Then it's a decent thing. And you really did a great job. Uh, Now, let me take you to Philippines.
Okay.
What did you do there?
So actually, I studied a lot
Okay,
because the Philippines, the college and all, they really taught us well.
great.
Yes. So most of the time I was studying, and then we learned lot of skills also
The
because
practical
of,
skills.
yeah, and because we were staying alone, so we had to do many things by ourselves,
Like,
like cooking.
so you also have done cooking, right?
Yes, we've done cooking. We've learned cooking.
Okay. What is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is paneer,
Paneer.
paneer and chicken.
Paneer and chicken. Wonderful. So, the students I know that they are really, really very, very good at cooking. And were you all alone or you were living with your friends?
We were
there?
living alone, but we used to go like to a friend's place and back and forth.
Okay, okay.
So
So you used to have some small gatherings, small
Yeah,
parties, and you used,
gatherings, small parties.
great. Uh, Now, what are your future plans?
So just planning to do internship. That's my next plan.
Okay, great. And what message you would like to give to your juniors that if they have to crack the FMG exam, what should be the mantra?
I just want to say that if you think like you can just crack it easily, no, you have to study. Even if you're like very, very intelligent or something, still you have to study and you have to believe in yourself that you can do it. Because sometimes you become very, down. And but the most important thing that I felt was of Miss that all the faculty members were always constantly pushing you and encouraging you. And the most important, like, they had belief that you will do it, and that gave us faith in ourselves, like, okay, we can do it. So the constant motivation, and you have to study, you cannot escape it. And the schedule, you have to plan according to you. Like, you don't need to follow someone who is saying something. Okay, you know yourself the best, what you can do and what you cannot do. So you realize your weaknesses and you make a plan according to you, because everyone has their own capacity. Some people take more time to understand concepts and some people take less time. So once you know your capacity, just plan.
I really like this, Dr. Because this is something that each and every one of us is different. Some of us takes more time in understanding a particular thing. So never get under pressure with your peer group that okay, my friend completed this within 1 hour, but I am taking 3 hours to complete this.
Yes.
So I think this is an important message. And how MIST contributed in your success?
So the most important thing was for me why I joined MIST was my concepts. I wanted to clear my concepts. So MIST cleared all those concepts, and that is the reason I cracked this exam, because the paper was very conceptual.
True,
There were no direct, there were very less direct questions.
true.
So for me, understanding the concepts was because of Miss and the motivation that they gave. These two reasons are the reason why I passed it.
Perfect. So for us, the take-home message that the conceptual understanding which the faculties are delivering in the classes, I did also second that, and we'll keep on trying our level best to keep on delivering you those concepts which are actually required for the current pattern of examination, and also the continuous motivation so that the students can remain engaged during the classes and even after the classes. And I'm really thankful to all the students, to all the foreign medical graduates for giving us the opportunity to teach them. And the overwhelming response, what we are seeing in the results, is a sheer dedication and hard work from students like Dr. Jobetha. Thank you very much, Dr. Jobetha,
Thank you
for
so much.
interacting with us. Please take a token of appreciation from our side for your great success. Just a small token of
Thank
appreciation.
you. Thank you so much.
May God bless you always and may keep on achieving this feat like anything.
Thank you so
And
much.
convey our deep, sincere, warm respect, regards to parents and everyone in the family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr.